All right. Welcome. Welcome. It is a great day here at the Liberty Aid Academy. We have the founder, John McCaig, here with the anniversary review. Congratulations. Happy anniversary. All that good stuff was knocking on the door last week. And here we are live. I've reviewed a little bit of the website. It is very exciting. Tammy has done a wonderful job putting all the buttons where they should be and laying out the courses. So I'm excited to go over that with you and show it off to everyone. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Boy, Instagram's not working tonight. It's not giving me a live possibility. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Boy, I got so worn out, like mentally, from doing all this upgrade, and
Right.
Tammy too, I think. But like you said, we got it done, and we had ups and downs and this and that, but once we got it up, it's staying up and it's smooth. So,
Yeah.
29.97 for the whole bundle, all the teachings,
Yeah.
15 years worth of copyrighted information, not just my work, but also like now we have all these testimonials, the student success and everything. It's really, with the forum combined, the classroom, it's really become like if you don't have this information, like what are you waiting for? It truly, I think last time we got together, added up like the average going through each benefit of having the trust, and then what does that make happen if you want, and that added up to I think $143,000 annually as an average for an individual, not a
Yeah.
family. So, I mean, if you know, this is one of, if you're the wealthy elite and you know what's up and you know your whole life, great. That's why you're way ahead and you're, millionaire and all that stuff. But, they didn't tell us. So
Yeah.
I found out I'm an auditor, I'm an accountant with an MBA, a lot of business history and financial history and stuff like that. But like Tim and so many others, I got the rug pull and the big crash and ended up with nothing. And then I was like, wait, what's really going on here? And once I figured it out, what they were able to do financially within the same system we have is there's no hidden system. It's just we weren't given the information. I wasn't given it when I got my
Right.
MBA. I didn't get it when I got my master's in accounting. They didn't give it to me. So I figured out this trust, and got we trust, that's a trust. So I was like, oh, we can do a trust too. So not we, but each of us can
Yes.
do a trust too. We already has one, but each of us, we need one. Your family needs one, and so on. And what happens when that happens? It's really amazing what this trust unlocks. You're always hearing can't get out of death and taxes. It's like,
Yeah.
could you stop saying that? I don't think you say it as much if it were actually true. You know what I mean?
I,
Like,
well, we know who made up that saying,
I
and that's
do.
the tax man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually a really interesting story once you go down that rabbit hole because the Bible is the number one, printed book, and the number
Yep.
two is Robinson Crusoe, and the author of that also wrote another book about the devil. And in that book, said you can't get out of death and taxes, which Benjamin Franklin quoted. So it's a Benjamin Franklin quote of this book about the devil from the guy who wrote Robinson Crusoe. It's like we can't give you the number one slot, but we can give you the number two slot on the book. But you got to go with this quote. It's like it's once you see it, it's like the same in the industry now. Oh, sure, you could be tops on the charts, no problem. Here's the song you're gonna sing. It's like,
Exactly right.
uh,
We've got some people that showed up here to
Hey,
celebrate the anniversary. Frank's is here, says greetings, Jack and Tim. Reese is here. Hi everyone, excited for today's show.
all right, Reese.
Reese is saying hi to Frank.
Let me say
Going back and forth.
Reese
Yeah.
is here helping with Mike, like physically here,
Oh,
helping me renovate the place in the backyard too. And those two together
beautiful.
are like two of them, but now it's like 10 times dynamite. It's so good to have them here. So
Excellent.
thank you, Reese, for being here and helping out, buddy.
Wonderful, wonderful. Pauletta in the house. Greetings, John
Okay.
and Tim. Everyone else joining.
Stop the whole show. It's unbelievable if you go look at YouTube right now. Pauletta's on there with her testimonial of her real estate tax exemption out there. It is coming up on 1 million views or something. It's
Wow.
It is like Google pulled us from being able to use our URL, so we're getting like no traction. But then they're like, let anyone see it. So it's like a crazy, weird dichotomy in the last couple of days. Like Paulette is, if you go look at it, it's like it's gone past the dome. It's like it's like our needle's like, and it's like Pauletta. So I'm just saying, I never see anything like it on this channel. So you got to go check it out. I was like, Tammy told me about it. I went and looked. I was like, what the? Anyway, congratulations, Pauletta. Maybe you didn't know. I had to tell her and everybody. Way to go. And thank you, Pauletta.
Good stuff. Dee Dee in the house. Dee Dee, #1 fan as well. Happy 10 years, guys.
Thank you. That's just for the trust. I've been doing this work 15 plus. So, but this is just 10 years, yes, that we had the trust operating. And that's when really things leapt ahead for me and everyone. That's so great.
There's another one, Pauletta, saying that's cool.
It's so
and
cool.
Here, this is the one I was looking at. Pamela Poe in the house.
It's so great. Thank you.
There it is.
The twin towers of spiritual power, and they are.
Happy day.
Yeah. The grandma power in the house. It's incredible. Such wonderful people.
And here we go. Reese is saying, thanks for having me, John. Glad to be here.
Oh,
good.
So sweet. It's great. It's great to have, two very caring people helping out your real estate, that you can trust. Like that never happens. It's so great. At least Tim knows what I'm talking about anyway, I'm sure. Yeah. No, it's fantastic. Thanks for
I was actually coming back from dropping off my friend who helped me with a burst pipe in the basement. So we were getting our hands dirty today, and I was like, look, I got to get you home because I got to get back and jump on my show. So I shared the link, and he's very interested in working on this. So we definitely have another viewer out there for sure.
Fantastic. I'm going to save the family, guys.
It's nice when talented friends come to help you out. I appreciate that today.
That happened to me a couple of weeks ago, right after my water pipe went in, and somebody, when I was going, ripped it out. I was like at my neighbors. I was like, can you come and give me a hand? I was like, anyway, I did not have a key for the valve, and he was just like, he got it to move. And also the fountain. That was great.
So I'll bring this back up again because it's such a great layout and has so much information, even in just the sales page. But I mean, it is absolutely 100% true. This is not a marketing gimmick here. That is worth $19,113. I can attest to that. I have saved almost that much money just by having this trust in the last 3 years. I've saved that much alone, and I didn't pay this much 3 years ago. But this value is there. It's 100% there. If you're going to pay $29.97, it's a steal, and you will make back $19,000 at some point when you implement the things that are going on inside this bundle. It's just amazing. It's a great thing. And then of course, here it is. You can do it for $145 with 0% APR if you do the shop pay. So
Yeah,
you don't even have to pay it all up front.
we take the hit. We just take a lower price ultimately on our
Yeah.
end, but that's okay. We want this available to people.
Yeah. So here's the layout of some of the courses. And this is the bundle includes all the trust benefits, the ethics, the orientation, the mastery trust, and the trust administration. And those core courses are, where you'll get started. Very important stuff.
It really, even if that's all we had and we had nothing else, it would be so worth the value that we have. I mean, when Tim's talking about getting paid back, like your tuition amount you put in, that's first year for everyone for sure. That's a done deal. But then like getting 20, getting 40, getting 100 back, like, that's what begins to happen, honestly. The ROI, the return on investment here is more than anything else you can invest in financially, anything. Gold, stocks, you know, nuclear bombs, space, AI, whatever you're gonna, how do you invest in war? I don't, or if you bought oil the day before the big war, still, this is gonna beat all of that. If you're in the know and I work at Congress, it's like still the payback on this amount of money is nothing else like it. Not even a congresswoman can touch it. So, no, it's going to change lives, and that's just this. The core course, core information of, oh, hey, I have a trust. How do I use it? Go open a bank account. That's it. Even if your life only had that, never paying taxes, never having to give the government a dime again. Even if you only had that, it would be so worth it. My life changed radically when that happened. And it was so radical. Then it was like, wait a second. Oh my God, this unlocks. Now everything's in a trust. My person doesn't have anything. Wait a second. It qualifies for everything. Oh my. And then it gets like, fun. Hey, wait a minute. The government is fun. Wait, give me all your free stuff. Hey, I used to not actually like you at all. And now that you have a ton of free stuff, actually, let's get talking again. Okay, let's negotiate. Feel like Cuba. Okay, let's negotiate. What do you have actually? I'm not going to give you anything. That's the next part. All the electives are like all the stuff, the extra stuff that just comes with it after you use the trust. It's incredible.
Here's number 2, and I was talking about this with my friend John. He has 5 kids. I have 5 kids. He's got them in school. They almost match up, right? They're all the same ages.
Wild.
And he's like, oh yeah, get one kid over here, another kid over here, and Spencer. I said, I do not have those bills. And he goes, how do you not have those bills? I said, because I don't make any money. And he goes, I know it's tough. That's why I'm here helping you. I said, I know, but I make $0. I have nothing. So when the college looks at me, they go, oh man, we got to help this guy out. He's got nothing. And so that's the thing. You set up the trust the right way. And when you apply, you need all the help that the college will give you. And they give it to you because you have nothing and your trust has everything.
I was I started this a long time ago, this work. I was homeless. I lost everything in a crash. I lost everything. And I started to use these tools around the friends that I found, and living in this group house, called ourselves the Revolution House, you know what I mean? And we were very pro each other. And whatever hacks we could do, we would do. And we watched over each other. So rent was cheap between 10 people or whatever. Anyway, one day we and every time somebody came in the house, we were in North Carolina at this time, and the rules were what they were on EBT. And it's like, okay, all you poor people, like I would take them down to the office and sign them up for the EBT. And one day We were standing there, and somebody says, "Hey, listen, how much annually does this entire house make in EBT money?" You know what I mean?
Right, right.
We added it up; it was over $20,000. Is what?
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was this. To we were like, because somebody was like, we could open a restaurant, like it was like so funny what was going on, and we were dumpster diving and stuff like that at the time, and having people over visit. It was very Derek Air and what we were doing in Asheville at the time. I learned a lot from all the different things, trying to get into all this. But this has no blowback for anyone. It's not like you don't have to be penniless anymore to use these government subsidies. Like I had to use them when I had nothing, but now you too have nothing. Everything is in the trust, and you take advantage of all these electives. It's amazing. Oh, this is cool. We gotta, like, we're big now.
Yeah.
No, that it's really when once you go through them the way we did last week and you list each one, how much money comes out of it, how much money is saved. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, I was talking about the senior benefits too recently. If there are a lot of people that simply don't qualify for Social Security all the way up. They never paid in enough taxes like me. Super many. And you want to get that to the max. You want to pull that in. You want to rake that in. You want to get Medicaid, Medicare, pay no hospital bills, pay zero medical bills, and all that stuff. Use a trust. And then I teach you how to do that. I mean, at every level, there's so much available to change your life. And these things, most of these things that are available to you, they don't take much time to get them. Some of them, there's a bunch of waiting time. There's some investment of your time in it, but then it's like, okay, I did it. You wait in the process. You're kind of like, you move on to the next thing. And then it like takes, and you're like, oh, hey, that worked. Okay. And that's how you kind of stay in front of this. You're like, okay, I just do X, Y, or Z, and that happens. And then it's like, okay, each one of these courses, each one of these elective, each one of these things, you kind of like take your, hey, I start with the trust, first name, last name, trust. You have ID.
Yeah.
So easy. I got two bank accounts open, two separate banks, got the debit cards, everything works. And then you start at that elective list. You're like, okay, leprechaun time. Like, let's fill up another gold coin, another gold coin, another gold coin. Then it becomes fun. It's like, okay, because these things add up. Some of them are monthly, some of them
Right.
are annually, some of them, you could do at longer lengths of time. So there's just, you look at them, you're like, okay. And I broke them down too, like what pays out monthly, what pays out annually. Like we went through that last week. It's really interesting how it all adds up once you start, wait, if I do this and do that, okay, add it up. And I put it all on an Excel sheet. I gave it to Tammy. I don't know, maybe we should hand that out. I was thinking of some of this information we were going to hand out to people so they're aware of it, like a free course, like our like all the benefits of the trust,
Right.
like that. I mean, why not? We're gonna just let
Is
everybody
the
see it.
is the have you renamed? Good. I want to know this because I have a surprise for you. But the Trump Millionaire course, has that been renamed into
No, we're not gonna rename it. We're gonna keep that, but we're gonna add another course. It's funny. We've had help from someone doing that, and it sort of peeled back what we
Mhm.
need to change in the school. So we're like, we put a break on that, and she's waiting to do it. And then we're like,
Okay.
hold on. And so we just upgraded the school, and now we're gonna dial back into that project, which is like 3/4 of the way done.
Okay.
But we saw this anniversary coming up, and we really wanted to make this change. So that project got pushed a little bit, not
Okay.
because it's almost completed.
Well, then I want to share what I'm doing, like our friend, is it it's
Martin,
Martin Gorman.
Martin
right?
Gomez.
Martin Goman. There we go. Like he's doing, I want to do something similar. And you were talking about the senior benefits. I scored .com the other night. Are you
No.
ready?
Yeah.
The Christian Legacy Trust.com.
I love it.
Yeah. So I'm going to set up a consulting service like that because I want to go after and help the seniors maximize their end of life benefits
Yeah.
and set up their real estate so that it will be a legacy real estate transaction upon their passing, and not the mess that most people get into, that families have to go into when into probate or anything else that goes on. It's a hard and stressed enough time when that happens. This legacy trust is just beautiful, and I want to educate people on that, and being able to use that course and discount, the new one that you're developing will fit right into the Christian Legacy Trust
It's
formula that I'm going.
you're gonna love it. It's so
Yeah.
close to being done too. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
So I'm excited. I scored that just a couple days ago after the anniversary. I'm like, I really have to put my foot down and get this going. And that's definitely the direction I want to do, is help seniors maximize their benefits and reduce the stress of their legacy. Create that legacy for them. And so I'm excited.
Hey, you're just like me. It's so funny. You got hit in the crash, so you came to this work and you put it out there, and you experienced difficulty in your family with
Oh yeah.
pass all this stuff so you're doing this from your heart, like for real. You're so caring for people. You are like, you experience some difficulty with your family. You're like, oh man, if we had only known,
Yeah.
it would have been so easy. So I love that you transmuted that difficult experience into, oh, I could help this be easy for people, and it's
Yes.
such a, like the boomer statistics are like, it's everybody, you know what I mean? Like, and we have all the money and the power and everything. So it's really
Actually, there was a real estate report came out that the boomers now have more control of more real estate equity than any other generation that are out there. And there's 12,000 boomers a day turning into, senior citizens. 12,000 a day turning into senior
You'll
citizens.
help
So those,
a lot of people. It's incredible. You're right. Like, there's the maximum everybody and everything and all the assets and everything.
yeah.
And why not serve them? Because this really does conclude all that stuff that everyone is, it gets on your mind. You get older, you're like, oh crap, I gotta, my family, da da da. This
Mhm.
like solves it. And it makes it bespoke. It makes it, you tailor it exactly how you want to do it.
Right.
I give you the tools, the school give you the tools, right? And then you just set it up for your family. I'm not involved in it. I just teach you, and then it's very simple to do from then. Oh, we want to do this. Okay, you just set up the trust like that. We all want to be trustees and still own
Yeah.
the family house. Okay, no problem. It's not going to cost you a penny. Nothing's going to happen. It's just still the trust is going to own it. And that's it. Nothing happened at anyone's passing. Like, you dealt with, you missed them, instead
Yes.
of financial problems that did not need to happen whatsoever. Pre-plan it, goes exactly how you want. Nothing happens. The government, not only do they not get any money, they're just never involved at all. They have nothing to do. The
Yeah.
Trump still owns it. That's it.
Nowadays, everybody, wants to have a celebration of life. And this will make it so much easier to have the celebration of life rather than going through the grieving process and the financial bills and the situations that are going to come up. And that's just on the passing with the real estate passing on to the next generation. That is amazing. Not to mention all the other things we can set up where we protect that from any other situations where Medicaid, look back, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You want to take those things off the table so that you can have a true celebration of life rather than all the stress that comes along with missing your loved ones.
Yeah,
So
you
yeah,
seen the the super wealthy. They're all just standing around with all the generations like, "Hey, what's up? That's our
yeah,
castle behind us. Hey." They're all just like, "We're not worried about nothing." You
that's
know?
right.
That's what you wanna have, like, "Hey, we have some photos, someone died, and everybody's fine. We're worried about our missing loved one. That's
Yep,
it." The castle, yeah, no problem.
right. That was what was happening was that was set in stone a long time ago, and that's what everybody needs, rather than just those castle owning people.
I know, it's like any home feels like a castle now,
Right.
my god. It's so, you know, "Hey, what can we do to get prices up?" What do you mean, what can you do to get prices up? Stop thinking like that. We could buy, well, let's see, Cuba, I don't know. Cuba's close, by the way. Oh my God, enough already, guys. Like they're taking all of your focus and energy away from just doing these simple things to solve your family riddles and get them out of your life. So many different difficulties, vaccines and stuff. I hear from so many people on
Yeah.
so many topics now that this trust solves. Oh, we got company. Yeah,
Yeah, this is Reagan the Sunflower. I love it. Glad to be here too. Small but mighty group here. Yep. And
right.
please, let's get the group bigger. Please like, share, and subscribe. Scrolling across the bottom. Thanks for your help, Reagan. Thanks for showing up, and thanks for making comments. If anybody else has a question
Mighty
or
Mo.
anything particular you want addressed, please type it in the chat there, and then I will put the link to the show. If you want to come on and show your friendly face or just join us, here's the link. It's in the chat now, so you can jump on in and join us.
And Reagan is Reagan Poe. So
Ah,
she's part of the Twin Towers of spiritual power. She's actually the third spiritual tower in place now. She's the mom that brought in the grandchild. So she's the
that's the first family of Liberty Aid.
it is Reagan.
And you got Jamie, the Canadian ambassador,
I
and
know. We
and
have
then the first family of Liberty Aid Academy is the Poes.
Yeah, and there's so many DD. I mean, we could just go
Oh
on.
yeah,
There's so many important people. Every single one of you all doing testimonials. You all, in the classroom, sharing your experiences. Uh, it's really how much you are helping out each other. Some of this rough. It is. You go out there in the world and you like try to share, the truth. And you're like, well, boom, it's hard. And so, each other that made it in here, that's changing their life and stuff like that, and then helping others with testimonials. Y'all are incredible people. You really are. We have some. I can't even. It's sort of off the charts with how caring so many people are that come to this work, caring of themselves, their families, and then other people. That like you find out this truth that you can't like not share because your life radically shifts. And
yeah,
you see all this pain and suffering that, hey, if you just had this information, your life would be so much easier. So, it's really, there are a lot of great people in here. Uh, Reagan's one of them. And here's the Mister. That
yeah.
was Mrs. And here's the Mister.
More from the first family. The new course upgrades are great. Thank you. The information is very concise and most up to date. Great work. Yeah,
I thank you, Alan. I went for conciseness this time. I've been through so much with so many people and know so many financial hacks and so on that this time I'm very careful to be like, the trust does this, this is how it works, and this is what you do. Because once I think of all the students doing this work, I become, an accountant with your time. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I don't want you to spend any more time on this, so you have to get it done, reach the perk and benefit, and back onto your family. You know what I mean? Like, this shouldn't be your life. This should be how your life gets easier, So, yeah, thank you, Alan, for saying that and going through it. I really appreciate it. He is so helpful with helping out with many different parts of the work I've done. He's very, for him to get that feedback, I very much appreciate it. Thank you. I worked hard on
Yeah.
that. I really, after all these years, I wanted people not to waste time or input too many views of mine or anything like that. It's just this is how you do it.
Yeah.
On to the next thing. So
And
thank you.
I will attest that Alan is one of the number one contributors into the classroom, the Heartbeat Classroom, which has answers to every question that you could possibly have. If you check the search bar before you ask your question, I'm sure you're going to get 99% of your answer. But people are in there all the time. John is in there constantly, but there's just a wealth of information and people always around to help you out with
Yeah.
whatever unique situation you think you have. There's someone in there that's going to have the answer, that's done it or doing it or knows where to get the answer. So
We wrestle with all the issues, including the ones internal to the school. How can we be of best service to our students? We wrestle in the classroom with that. And recently we wrestle with the tuition amount and the classroom and so on. And we're just going to stick with what we're doing. And that is, it's going to be a bundle, $29.97. You get the classroom for free. That's it.
yeah,
We just think the more people that are in there, the more people sharing their experiences, and the larger that community is. Without, like, it's sort of like Florida. I love Florida, at least this area of Florida. There's no paid parking at any beaches. Of
yeah,
course, you can't even find a parking space many days. You know what I mean? But they don't do paid parking, which
right,
is like, this work is hard enough. We're not gonna. You're in, great. Let's get it done as best as possible. It's you'll find once you're in here, the payback is really how how much time do we have? The
yeah.
payback goes on and on. It
And
does end.
and just simply, it's I mean, the savings in taxes, and that's why I joined. And the savings in taxes, now you're here, right? And you're making money, whether it's your job or if you have a small business or big business like Roxy, you're doing it anyway. So you might as well maximize your benefit and get it all back, or don't pay it at all. Is what you're doing. You're getting that donated into the trust, and there it stays, and all that money comes right back to you. And there's, if you have any kind of um, successful business, you're going to get back the tuition fee in a heartbeat. And then after the first couple months or whatever it is, I mean, mine was on my first real estate deal. I made 2 times the tuition. I couldn't not do it. I said, this is silly. I need to have this trust because I'm getting a big commission check and I don't want to give up 30% of it.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. And that goes for anybody's business. If you set it up, you set this up properly, all the money comes to you and it does not go anywhere else. So an unbelievable value.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Tim. I appreciate your sharing.
Yeah.
I really, it's great. I help individuals, so tuition is worth it. Families have a much more difficult time out there. You're trying to do so many more things with more people, and they keep raising prices of everything.
Yeah.
So, especially for families, this has a multiplication effect. You know what I'm saying? These benefits can, each member of the family can benefit. They can each get a trust. They can each
Yeah.
get each of these individual benefits which apply to them. It really multiplies out over each family member. And then not just, oh, the financial benefits, but you've trained your children and all the financial hidden information that the wealthy elite use for
Yeah.
practically nothing. They're ready to take on the world more than like anyone alive, pretty much. So, what a service to every generation for getting this within a family. It just
Yeah.
multiplies out that way. The way it is for you, it's great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've got over a dozen people here, so if anybody has a question or any topic that they want more information on, if you've seen the new layout of the trust, I can show that back again. If there's any questions, please shoot them in. But here they are, the college and graduate level type courses that we have laid out. Tammy's done such a nice
We have
job.
the individual electives there. That's like each benefit. And then, we have some graduation level topics that, you might, you really have to get a real basis in experiencing doing some of the getting the other benefits before you want to get into those topics. But once you have, go ahead. Uh, and then the case studies area is many years of me handling. It's just so many different ways I've helped students over the years, like on a level one-on-one, on a level of small groups, case studies, all these different things I've tried over the years through Liberty Aid, helping students in group situations, mentor series, inner circle, stuff like that. All of doing that and all the questions I got and stuff, that's over there in a legacy, giant compendium. If you and it's, has all the different topics that, you may be interested in. Oh, hey, I want to see what's going on with this topic, you know. So if you want to go deeper over time and, different complex real estate questions, like I'm
Yeah.
taking on every question, you're going to think, oh, hey, my situation is different. It is a little different than someone else's, but the financial things that you could do in here just aren't very many things. uh, so, oh, I want to sell a piece of property, you're going to buy one. Like it's things aren't radically in any way. There are a lot of nuances out there in the world not using this trust, but using this trust. The nuances and all that nonsense can sort of go away, and then it's just how to use it best, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, so that case study area can be very meaningful for people, especially business people that are like, "Oh, I want to try and do this and that." But really, anyone that wants to go deeper into this work is there for you. So many years of information there. Uh, and then books that I wrote myself. One book from scratch. I think Game of Souls really brings it all together for people. You'll be a bit overwhelmed by the truth for a period of your life,
Yeah.
but after you do that, knowledge is power. It is just like having this trust is power. The wealthy have knowledge over us, so they don't have any money at risk. They don't pay time. Like this changes your life knowledge wise. It's an adjustment to be like, oh, this is. I guess this is why they charge so much tuition at all those fancy schools and stuff.
Yeah.
And they teach them this. I don't know. I don't go there, but uh, once you find out the truth, I just shrank it down to what can we use? Not what I don't know what coat goes with what shirt or what that stuff doesn't matter. Help the normal
Yeah.
whatever. Where does the spoon go? So I didn't get into that. We're just doing financial stuff here, and then day to day family stuff. What comes up? How can this trust help? Uh, so anyway, there's some books in there too, and then we have some free courses out. I think these are really important things. The Trump Millionaire course and all the trust benefits. Like for if you don't know what the
Yeah.
benefits are, you're like, oh, a trust, you get out of taxes, that's cool. And then you're like, I already have a hack for that. Yeah, I hope I don't get caught.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, that's not it at all. That's just where it starts. And then it's like, yeah, nobody has this kind of list of benefits. It's amazing.
Raina's here with a question. She says, if we don't want to stress out and just pay the property taxes, is that bad or should we keep fighting? And for spiritual reasons, is it better not to pay the taxes, the property taxes?
Oh, I've never said don't pay the property taxes. I've never
Yeah.
said that. I would pay property taxes if you have a bill, but going through continuing to try and get the real estate tax exemption, I would do that. they don't like to do it. The property qualifies. So, let's use an example like the Poe family. They had success with their home in South Carolina, and then Pauletta too. Uh, Pamela's sister, she has success, showed her proof and stuff like that. Hers, Pauletta's went very briskly through the system because they had already figured out how to get a yes.
Right.
But it took 2 years of like the smartest guy I ever met, Alan, doing it head on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until they came around and adjusted it, And he developed, this is the paperwork they need, the back and forth that happened. And he kept it polite. They came to visit the place, like on and on and on. But
Right.
the second one was, a piece of cake. Uh, but yes, I would pay property taxes and not create that problem situation. Give that one to God spiritually. You're like, I qualify. I gave him the paperwork. Me too. I sent in paperwork and I went down and checked on him the other day. I was like, did you get this paperwork? Do you need another copy of this paperwork?
Yeah.
And they're like, let me check. They're like, no, we just haven't made a decision yet. We
Right.
got a lot of stuff. We're doing a lot of stuff. You heard about government. We do a lot of stuff down here. We get out of here. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, thanks.
And
So,
and and they have 100 different ways to spend the property taxes that you're gonna put
yeah,
in, so they don't wanna give it up. So the
it's
last
already
thing they wanna
spent.
do is give it up.
Yeah, it's already spent. They're
Oh, yeah.
paying. I audited a city, once, the city of
Mhm.
Wilmington. So they've already put out the bonds for schools and firehouses and hospitals, all that crap.
Yeah.
They already spent all of the taxes 20 years from now. They've already spent all the money.
Yeah.
They've already made the projections. They've already loaned everything they can. They're all borrowing. They're just barely paying out on the loans they have. They already spent the money. They don't want to give it up. But you qualify, so put your, how does someone say it? Oh, I do your. Someone would say when they do my work, it's like I put it in the mail with a prayer. Like
Yeah.
you do your best, and then you put it in there with a prayer for God. Hey, and then what the comeback is, you just respond to them, and over time, and I would do this in the classroom with me too. This is where I am. What do I do next? Step by step in there. I will help. People like Alan will help. Oh, hey, I did this. This is probably what you need to do next. So, no, if you're having a battle, have a battle and put us all on your side in the
Yeah.
classroom. That's what it's there for. But I would pay. I would not create a battle like that. I am not excited to pay this property tax bill here of $5,000 for this place. I want the, okay. And they're like, yeah, let them know the day that, it's due or whatever. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're not.
Right.
I like the guy handed it to him. He's like, oh, let me go check on this for you. He was just going to go get it done. Like, get the stamp.
Yeah.
But I really appreciated that guy and pray for him right there. But this time they're like, yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah, we'll let you know, sir. You let
Right.
me
This
know.
one's gonna need multiple stamps from multiple people.
Yeah, dude. So no, don't I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't first of all pay the bill, don't create that stress, and then do your best with the paperwork and give the rest to God in prayers, and that's it. Spiritually, you asked about the spiritual part. Put that on God because we can't do that, right? We're like, I side with God, so that's you, buddy. All I can do is the paperwork. How about some help? So no, that's the way to handle it. Great question. Raina, Hawaii in the house. Great question.
Yeah. And
So,
she came back with thank you for clarifying.
oh,
Yeah.
wonderful, wonderful, Raina. Happy to help. I hope your pilgrimage went well. I heard good things.
So also included the PDF documents of the trust, which are invaluable. Downloadable workbook, the instructional videos. All the videos are very good. Student forum, we talked about that. The classroom, everybody's there, which is great. And talk about lifetime student support. You're in there all the time answering questions. showing up here every Thursday night live. So it's not like you make a sale and run for the hills.
No,
So
no,
it's
we
great.
we have we being each individual here has become a really powerful force out there of knowledge. Uh, because oh hey, I learned the courses, but then so many people have applied it over so many years now,
Yeah.
and they've reaped the results of many years of harvests from this information, and are on the other side of that now, and that's who's in the classroom with you, whether you're new here or you're old here. Those people with a lot of experience, because this changes your life incredibly. So you get in there, and they help, like I help.
Yeah.
So you can't help it. It's fun. It's like there are very few things as fun as doing this. There really are, because you get paid. It's not like here's $20 at the casino. I hope I have fun. It's like that wasn't fun at all. This is like you put in your money and like, oh, I got. You only win at this casino. You know what I mean? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I got another payback. Sweet. They get nothing. You see, you give your tuition here, and then I help it as payback, payback, payback. You only win at the casino now. It's great.
It's like when you go to the casino and not that I go a lot, but that you're in there and you're having fun and then they go, "Hey, would you like a free dinner on us?" Of course I would. Yes, I love that. "Hey, would you like an extra night to stay?" Yes, of course I would. And you're going in there for fun and entertainment. You're living your life, you're having a good time, and then they go, "Yeah, we have extras for you." Yes, I would like them. So this is how you qualify.
Yeah.
Michelle was asking, where's the link? There it is, right there in the comments now. But of course, it's at
Thank you.
libertyAidAcademy.org, and look for the course bundle. That is the best value on the page. And she said, thank you. So yes, please go get in there and make it happen.
And we also have an upgrade thing for prior students. These
Yes.
courses, I just did 10 new courses. 10. Okay. That's, almost doubled the body of knowledge, but it really is like another 50%. But it's really, and I went back and I updated one of the new ones is like the business credit thing. I have updated this stuff so it's really easy to interact with. People that have like, oh man, I'm a student from whenever, even if it was from a month ago, you do want to upgrade. You do want to upgrade because this is in such a concise order of benefits. They're not sort of blocking us. I hate to say this, or I
Yeah.
don't say this out loud, but it is so hard to get a payment gateway. We had to name our courses just weird names and stuff like that. So we just switched that to what they actually do now. We're not hiding. We still have our payment gateway. So it's just going to be much easier for you and everyone to interact under, oh, okay, this is like debt, like we're going to even use that word properly before. And so many other like words we could have used. So we just changed it to like Tim is showing, it looks just like a regular university. Here are the courses. Here's the order you do them in. This is what they do. It's very simple and easy to understand now. 15 years into this, uh, this works for everyone. It's not like somebody's like, oh, I pay my tuition, then I got pissed off because, and I want my money back. Like, no one's like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, I want to do the next course or so. So our history with the payment gateway and everything, like, they're cool. So now we're able to transform this in a way that is so much easier for you, the student, to interact with it. That's been my goal the whole time. Even Martin recently said, the only thing I'd like you to change is your organization, how it's organized. And me too. I wanted that
Mhm.
from the jump. But we had to build up this history and stuff. And now we've made the change. And so it's just so much easier. And courses I couldn't really have up and stuff, like everything is up there now for you. You can read it. It's just easy to understand, basic words, no subterfuge. I'm not trying to hide behind what does that actually mean? No, it's very simple for you. So that's a big, big change. I am happy about. I know Martin. I know everyone's happy about that. So if you're a prior student, we have an upgrade amount for you. Pay a small upgrade fee. You write Tammy, you pay a small fee, you get all the new courses, all of them. So
And
I
and
really
the
want,
best deal out there is that when you start to work on it and you can give a testimonial,
yeah,
that's
we had
your
different
ticket.
upgrade fees, like, uh, and because I really appreciate the testimonials, and I really want, those people that did a testimonial to get a benefit, because I'm all about benefits. Uh, if you have an old testimonial and you do a testimonial since the upgrade, so today or on, right? So that's a testimonial from the past, a new testimonial, $0 to upgrade. Zero. Just write us an email. Here are the two testimonials. I did one in the past. Here's my new one. We'll put you in all the new courses for free, all of them. Okay, all of them, all of them. If you have just an old testimonial, hey, I did an old testimonial, I don't feel like doing a new one. That's a $299 upgrade. Great. Nope. Hey, thank you, thank you. Thanks
Yep.
for the testimonial. We appreciate it, and so we're giving you a small upgrade fee. We want you did a testimonial. You're doing the work. We want you to have the information. A small upgrade. If you're doing a new testimonial, hey, I'm a new student. Great. You do a new testimonial. I just got your trust. I got this information like 1 month ago. I'm going to do a testimonial. We'll upgrade you. No problem. $299. No problem. No problem. Do a new testimonial. You haven't done one yet? Do one. We'll give it same, okay, as an old testimonial. All right. If you have no testimonial, that's okay too. Hey, I don't like to be on camera or whatever. That's fine. You supported us with your tuition. That's fine. We want to give you an easy upgrade too. Don't worry about it. So no testimonial, $599 upgrade. We want everyone in this new information. We make it super affordable to get in here because you're the people doing this work
Mhm.
in the past. You're the one that know for a fact, oh my God, this is going to work. I took my time. I really took my time. I did my best work with these courses. So to get these, you're going to reap the benefit. And so that's why small fee for all you supporters of this work over the years, very small fees. Email Tammy, oh, this sounds great. Give me the new information. Small upgrade fees for you all. And thank you. This is my way of saying thank you for all the years that you supported the school. You were a student, you helped people in the classroom, you gave your tuition. Thank you. We want to help you always. Lifetime student, well, certain situations change in the financial area, we stay updated. We want you to have that information. Did the information help you up to this point?
Yep.
Okay. I felt, it's been about 2 years since we did any major upgrades. And so I felt it was time because a lot has happened in that time. So look for that. Everyone that wants to be in this from the past.
Reagan's coming back with the property tax thing, and she says, "What if the property taxes keep going up? They could keep raising them and artificially raising property values to charge you more in property tax." And that was one thing that I learned in my real estate career early on was that it's important to look at the property tax. If you can pay off you'd be lucky if you paid off your house, but you'd still have your taxes. So you have to live in a well-run town. Then, after 25 years in real estate, I joined Liberty Aid Academy and found out that if you press hard enough, you can get out of the property taxes as well. So you can pay off your house and then pay off the taxes and don't have to go through that every single year. So whatever your property taxes are this year, they won't be that way next year, even if the mill rate changes or whatever they do and say, oh, now we're going with this rate or that rate to charge more for the property taxes. You will not be included in that pool.
Yeah. It's incredible. Yeah. Thank you, Reagan. It's great to hear from you.
Now, Charles chiming in with this one. He says, Jack, I missed my March 1st real estate tax exemption application due date to my quit claim deed, and that just went through. So I had to wait. So I had to wait another year.
Yeah, that sucks. I know these things you have to do the things you could do in the timing you could do. That has a window.
Yeah.
And it's tough sometimes to meet it. I missed, I got, you get like real estate, you buy it when you buy it. And they have this window of when you can apply for real estate property taxes is basically January or February. That's it.
Yep.
Whatever county, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. Like Charles is a good, oh, hey, where I am. No, this is everyone's problem. It's not just Charles' problem. It's everyone's problem. Uh, it is. It is. So you really want to take this time to 100% get your ducks in a row. You know what I mean? Uh, you could go over and over it easily in the months you have before next year. So, and I did that. I put in an application early. I didn't hear a word from them. I didn't. They didn't say, "Hey, you didn't meet the window." They just never responded.
Mm.
But things changed, and I got ready. And I got it in January. I was ready. I had it in there. So I would get it ready way ahead of time, because you might go, I forgot to do this or something like that. Like this is one of the graduate level courses for a reason. You know what I mean? This is not an easy thing to do, has a certain timing, has, each county's paperwork or state's paperwork's different. It's a lot involved with this particular one. So first of all, Sean, don't feel bad about that because it's a tough one. I mean, Alan took this one on and won. I
Mhm.
mean, you don't know. This Alan he never going to say he's, I'm just saying I hung out with Alan. It's like, God dang, dude. So he cracked this puzzle. He really did and put his efforts into it. And that's one thing that come up. So be ready way ahead of time. Then you get the window of time as something comes up or whatever. It's already in. Just wait. It's got a stamp on it. It's just like that's the day to get the notes. Like with the notice says put in January 1st. Like you're ready. You got to be like that. Plus, this is an annual thing in Florida. You got to put it. It's not like it's tax free forever. No, this is every year in Florida. I don't know about other places. So
Yeah.
uh, it's cyclical. So once you get it ready. So get ready ahead of time. Then you're like, if you get approved, you're like, okay, this is, you get everything exactly right again. It's in the envelope. It's going to go out. So this is graduate level stuff. It is. It is. Yeah.
He said, Charles says, "Thank you, Jack. I'll wait and I'll pay the 14,000."
Ouch.
Yeah, that's why you
He's
don't
up
give
in
up.
Miami.
Yeah.
but you'll be ready next time. It sounds like with that amount of money.
He said, "Other than that, I've been lucky with all the remaining items. I'll send my video testimonial soon."
I love it.
Wonderful.
I love it. Char.
There you go.
It's funny. Char he got into my early work before he got into the trusts and stuff and benefit from it. Hooked back around is like, what? And now he's so into it. He's such a great guy, such a great family. He's over in Miami, he's a cool one to follow because his work is images of like yachts and stuff, like all this cool Miami stuff. He does some cool work over there. He's an interesting guy. So anyway, Charles, really happy to hear all that. Good work, man. Keep up the great stuff.
Dee Dee is saying that the affidavit works after the due date. That might, if depending on what town or everybody's different, but there's no harm in trying, right? They're not going to charge you extra because you're submitting paperwork.
No,
All they could do is say you
it
got to
doesn't
wait.
work against you like ever.
Right.
That's the thing. Like try it, whatever you try is okay. Oh, we started a minute too late, so we're actually over
Yep.
time. Whoa.
We've
Done
made it. We've made it the full hour, and look who shows up right at the end. Scott Patton shows up, and then he says, "I sent my testimonial and affidavit in today."
That is so
There you
wonderful.
go.
Good. You're gonna
Excellent,
like to do
excellent.
stuff. You're gonna like to do stuff. People are trickling in. We got a bunch of re-ups, so we got some new students, and the process is going seamlessly. Tammy, thank you, Tammy. That's all, Tammy. Me, I'm the guy on the courses. I'm the one helping you, but making this easy school interaction. That's Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Like this whole all these new courses, get new students in all there, seamless, flawless. Tammy is amazing. We have had zero problems. Thank you, Tammy.
Dee Dee's adding that you're basically swearing you were living there after the due date. Or maybe it's before the due date. So you could say, look, I was here before, here after, and I want to get that in there.
Fascinating, Dee Dee. She's
Yes, thank you, Dee.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Get in the classroom. Whatever problem, you're like, I'm not solving this riddle. There are a whole lot of people that have solved riddles out there in this exact area that are gonna jump in and help you, not just myself. And all we care about is your success, like beating the government, like addicted. All of us, we're like, the only heroin I want is the one the government gives me. What do you got over there? Like, we're addicted to it. They took everything from us, that we got to pay for a house. We got to pay. Go check out the ethics course, really. If you're like, oh, the government, what did the government do except for steal everything and make you pay for everything? That is supposedly ours in our country. How is it our country if we, every time we touch it, it's like $5.99. It's like, hey, it's my country, $5.99. Oh, everything costs money. People get the trust, get the free stuff coming to you. Give them nothing. Okay, looking forward to you being a student. We'll be here Thursday at 7 next week. Thank you, Tim Judge, in the house. Thank you, Tim.
Pleasure to be here. And I was just thinking this one up when you said it. The big kerfuffle happened in 1776. We're 250 years here, and we left the town across the pond there because we had taxation without representation. And this is what we want again. And so you will represent yourself as part of this trust, and then that's your representation. And you're going to say, I represent myself through this trust, and I don't want to pay any taxes. And they're going to go, okay.
It's a script. It does.
But that's it. Everybody else sits here and goes, oh, I guess I'm an American. I have to pay my taxes. I have to do this way. And if you want to, no taxation without representation, represent yourself as a part of this trust, and then you won't have to pay those taxes.
It's the best. It's the best when the taxman is like the story of you walking by every house and it's like, oh, wait, we skipped that one. Every other house, not yours. It's so great.
Very good. All right. We'll see everybody next week at 7 p.m. live. Sounds good. Congratulations on a happy anniversary, John.
Thank you so much.